All right, Jamie, appreciate that. Today is World Health Day. In addition to that, April is also Alcohol Awareness Month. And Dr. Farzana Hoque, she is an associate professor of internal medicine at St. Louis University School of Medicine. She is joining us this morning to share her expertise with us on all of these topics. A lot to break down. We'll get right to it. So April is Alcohol Awareness Month. What do you want people to know about that, being a doctor yourself?
I believe this is a wonderful opportunity to increase our understanding and awareness about the alcohol use and its widespread impact on our health. As this is the part of our celebration, we need to be mindful that there is a fine line between the alcohol use and alcohol use disorder.
How does alcohol use and consumption impact our overall well-being and health?
If there is excessive intake of alcohol, it can impact every organ of our body, such as alcohol use can increase our blood pressure, that can lead to heart disease, a stroke, and including 7 detrimental cancer could be associated with excessive intake of alcohol.
What advice would you have for people who might think they have a problem with this and would like to seek some sort of resources to get this under control?
For them, I want to mention that alcohol, this is the leading cause of preventable death, not only in the US and globally. So this is a medical condition, and if somebody is suffering, you are not alone there. There are evidence-based treatment available for including the medication, behavioral therapies, as well as through Alcoholics Anonymous.
Today is April 7th, also known as World Health Day. What do you want people to know about that?
The theme of today's World Health Day is My Health, My Right. I believe this is important for all of us to be mindful about our health and take the ownership of our health and awareness and wellness. So taking the regular advice from the physician to make sure that, we are doing all those appropriate tests according to our age.
Good stuff. And finally, this morning, Dr. Hoque, tomorrow, of course, the big solar eclipse. A lot of people are going to be watching it. Any advice you have as a doctor so people don't end up at the eye doctor complaining about headaches or vision issues or anything like that?
Absolutely. I believe there are 3 important advice. First, please make sure that wearing that special eclipse glasses when you are enjoying that view. Secondly, to remember that regular sunglasses will not provide that protection. If somebody is watching through binocular, please use that special solar filter. And in addition, do not forget that SPF, the sunglasses as well as the sunscreen well in the sun.
You covered it all in 3 minutes or less. I so appreciate you for coming in this morning. Always good talking with you, Dr. Hoque, and thank you so much. We'll post this full segment over on our website, fox2now.com. We'll be right back.